away from my duties of building. But
What did she want?
she's showing me something in Minecraft Console Edition, which I don't care about.
Does anyone care about console version?
Well, yeah, obviously, because they got the aquatic update before we did.
Well, actually, I think the only reason why we didn't get it this time was because they haven't really been updating Java that much, so they've found a bunch of flaws to the new update. That's why it's a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but as of now, it's still not. We still haven't gotten the update. We got the
Right.
pre-release, but I still think that's a very poor attempt at making friends with us, because I'd rather play the update when it's actually ready, and I think that
Yeah, I'm very
I just
surprised that they're doing this because
I mean
you think they would be trying to keep the oldest version of Minecraft happy, aka PC.
yeah, I mean this is just an opinion, of course, but in my opinion, Minecraft PC is the one and only way to play Minecraft, really, for me. It's how it began life, it's how the game began its life, and it's how it will live on.
Yeah, I did have have a go on the ones on the iPad and iPhone, but
Yeah,
it's like rubbish compared to what I'm used to doing.
yeah, I mean, trying to do anything in the Pocket Edition for me is just, it's like trying to um it's like trying to wipe stains off a it's like trying to wipe a stain off a glass dish with a glow stick. In other words, it's not. How do you get money?
I don't know.
It's gold.
The commands have all they used to do money commands, didn't they?
Yeah, it's literally just normal gold to the currency.
Right. Made a stack of cobble walls, so I can cobble wall it. It's turning night, isn't it?
Don't know actually. I'll have to check. Oh yes, it is turning night, but as long as you just make a beeline to your house, then you should be alright. I'll be fine because I'm in an area that's very lit up, but
What do I say? My area's not lit up.
no, I'm just saying I'm gonna be safe because the area I'm in is lit up. That's all I'm saying. Is that I'm fine because my area is lit up. I was not trying to make any comments about your place. I was simply just stating a fact.
Yeah, I do need to light it up actually.
Well, yeah, true, but I wasn't saying
Yeah, I
anything.
know.
Oh.
Must got bored of the server because a
No,
lot of people want these servers now with all these like add-on things.
Yeah, I just think mods and plugins really just aren't really interesting.
Besides, have I heard right that we've got to a point where now with the new updates that they're having problems with mods and plugins keep there's something about I was seeing that something about it that there's not many new mods because of one of the new updates or something.
It wouldn't surprise me, I'm gonna say, because it's because of the different changes they've made to the code, I guess, in Minecraft. It's just made it basically impossible for certain mods to be ported over to newer versions or something like that. due to.
I think they're working
think-
on it, but I think Mojang is now, since it got bought by Thingy.
Yeah,
I
I mean
think they've not
Microsoft
been.
just
I don't
do
think
whatever
they've been. I don't think they've been very sherry with you know, with mod lot.
Well, unfortunately, well, Microsoft own the company
Yeah,
now, so
now.
it's kind of not. There's not really a whole lot we can do.
Yep. Unless somebody buys Mojang, and that will never happen again. I think.
I mean, remember, Notch sold Mojang and Minecraft to Microsoft. Remember, for I think it was about $3 billion or something.
There was something I was reading that Notch now. There was something I was seeing that apparently Notch regrets it or something.
Yeah, he regrets it or something like that. But well,
And then there was some rumor going around that there was going to be he was going to make a Minecraft 2, but then I don't think that could happen now because Microsoft own the rights of the name, don't they now?
yeah, so that's not gonna happen even if Notch did feel like making it. So
Unless he like changed the name a little bit.
tries to. Minecraft was originally actually based off a completely different game at one point.
Mhm.
A game called Dwarf Fortress or something like that.
I think I remember something. Okay. Somehow I got a bunch of stone in my in my thing. I don't know how I got it without. I must have smelted a bunch of cobblestone and didn't use it. Hi, Mom. I'm back in a minute. Hi. If you asked, they did let the dog out. Hello?
Hello.
I'm back.
So yeah, I'm just sprucing up my build that I've been making with just a few, a few little extra touches, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
You'd be can you get actually? Do you know what this build is?
Nope.
You know those classic like ruined temple things that you see in
Mhm.
movies, like I get Indiana Jones or something.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
basically like one of them, only it's not indoors, it's outdoors.
Yeah.
I just realized I've already finished it. I made way too many resources for this. But yeah, it's basically just a bunch of. It's basically just the ruins of a temple that's sort of just. Well, it's fallen. You know, this happens to every structure. It falls into ruin
Mhm.
over many centuries of not of being untouched and up kept. But yeah, it's just this one is. But what do you think this temple holds?
Treasure?
A sword in the stone.
Oh, nice.
I figured out how to make a sword in the stone without using mods in
Oh yeah,
Minecraft.
it's you were talking about that
Oh yeah.
yesterday.
I was gonna say I just remembered I told you about this yesterday, but that's why I applied the trick to the having a ruined temple. And the interesting thing about this temple is the area around the actual pedestal's got a few cracks in it, but it's relatively untouched, sort of giving the implication that the sword has the ability to make anything it touches become alright, I guess, because it's like a holy blade. I guess if you want to put it that way.
Holy, holy.
Yes,
Mm,
not holy as in the Christian
I
holy
know.
though, the good kind of holy. Uh, I'm just
Everybody hates the bad one.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just flying back to spawn. You should, providing you're at spawn, you should see me, unless you didn't.
No, I'm in my house waiting for daylight, and
It's
I was finished. I was also eating ice lolly.
right. It's actually daylight now. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say you might want to get on that before it becomes you
Dark
know.
again.
Yes.
Also, I need to mine a bunch of cobblestone and make this more prettier.
And I've just realized I don't really need to mine resources anymore because I've basically just got more resources than I'm ever gonna need at this point.
What type of resources did you get?
A bunch of like iron and stuff
Uh,
like that, just like minerals. I really don't need any more because it's just, you know, I've already got so many of them.
you'll say that, and what's the best later on? You'll give it a month or two.
I mean, I've just got so many resources. I may as well just be throwing them into lava. Not that I would, of course, because I'm not that
That's
stupid.
stupid to do that.
I was gonna say I'm not that stupid, but yeah.
I've nearly finished the base of this bridge that I decided to build. Did I tell you I was building a bridge?
I don't think so.
I thought I told you. Yeah, I'm making a bridge because I'm sick of every time I need to come over this area, having to get a boat, and half the time I never have one, so I'm having to swim. I now clear this ugly bridge that is not finished open technically. It's actually near to your out. You know the castle that sticks out.
Oh yeah, the tower.
Yeah. So you might actually see it. Hopefully it's not an eyesore to you.
Hmm?
Hope it's not an eyesore.
No,
Get it?
it won't.
Eyesore. Horrible
I don't get it.
view.
No, no.
That didn't work, did it?
No,
Ah, okay.
you couldn't have made a worse pun. It honestly could not have been worse.
Damn it. The only problem is this bridge, because I had to make it too high just in case if anyone wants to, you know, go around with a boat. I keep falling off it.
What? Sorry, what was that about?
I keep falling off the bridge that I'm building because I have to make it. I've made the bridge too high because, like,
Good job.
well, it has to be too high because to get another little boat in plus a person, that's 2 blocks, right?
Yeah, every Minecraft player is 2 blocks high.
So they can easily get through on a boat past this area if they need to.
So yeah,
And it looks like I'm going to have to go and do some mining for some cobblestone.
why am I not surprised? Because you always need the most mundane resources you do, Duncan. You never have enough of the basic stuff.
No, I don't. I'm not that prepared like you are.
You know, a majority of the resources I have were simply just gained by playing normally, right? I wasn't trying to get them. Because I used to have a silk touch pickaxe before it fell into lava when I died in the Nether. And yeah, all that smooth stone in those chests, that was all from digging out my base, or the area for my base.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's how much I had to dig out in order to get my base ready. Because I mean, to think all of that just originally started as just solid stone, and now it's basically just, you know, a Nether base of beauty, if you want to call that beauty.
Yeah. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm getting the stone from my rail system because half the rail system is like one. It's like 2 by 1.
Isn't that just what you need for a rail system?
I know, but I would like to have it a little bit bigger, like have it a little bit bigger in certain parts without it going into the open.
So you may have a bit of a problem with that. But,
yeah, no, I'm gonna have a look into it.
And there we go, successful takeoff, and let's see, where's your bridge? Oh, crumbs. Okay, I'm safe. I crashed a few times. I crashed a few times with my elytra, but I'm alright. Oh my word. Could you make it any longer?
What are you talking about?
Goodness me, this is, you know, you make this any longer, it'll rival the Great Wall of China. Seriously, I mean, admittedly, it does make for easier access getting across the swamp, but okay, this wow. Oh my word, you
Hey, I'm gonna make it pretty. I'm just working on it, okay?
ever heard of knowing when when enough is enough, Duncan, because I think you may have gone a bit overboard.
I always go overboard half the time.
Oh yeah, that I should, yeah, that's actually true. Overboard is your middle name.
Even in real life.
Overboard Duncan Overboard Macken.
Itch. It's the moon, me, and Luigi.
Of course.
Do not like my Mario and my Luigi accent.
No.
How dare you offend me?
Oh god, here we go.
It's like Kyle yesterday with the Scottish accent.
Yeah. Are you a bleeding idiot? Would you dare fight with a drunken Scot? I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
It's alright. And then I laugh is that, I don't know, did you hear that part where Kieran went, I don't know what you're saying, Karen, he went back to speaking English.
Uh-huh. Oh man. Good times. Right, so now that I've built my temple ruins with the sword and the stone in it, what do I do now?
You'll come up with something else, Ryan.
Right, so I've done the nether base, I've done the sword and the stone shrine, so yeah.
Oh great, it's dark again. It's going dark again, isn't it?
Yep. And you better be prepared because I think there's a bunch of skeletons that have arrows with your name on them.
Fuck you.
It's so predictable what you're gonna say.
Not always predictable.
You have no idea, Duncan.
I know myself. I don't always
Yes.
use that. Bow, 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 bow. Forgotten what the game sounds like with the Minecraft music on, because I had it off for so many, for a while, because it was bugging me.
Hang on a second.
And even the worst part of it, I haven't even lighted this bridge up yet.
I'm back. Sorry, what was that?
I was saying I haven't had the chance to light this bridge up yet.
Just having another fly around. I just love this elytra. I wish I knew where I could get some totems of undying though.
What?
I wish I could get some totems of undying though.
Toasting of Undying?
You know the totem of undying?